Hello, 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 and welcome back to Talking to Tequila with Chloe. That's me, Chloe. And it's going to be a fabulous week. We have so much to talk about. I've been having my little notebook out for every single day, like writing bloom, 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 bloom. So while there's not going to be a big, meaty, chunky, like drama or story, there's so many little things I want to talk about. It's like really going to be a charcuterie tray of an episode. We're going to go over brunch. I know I have a problem with brunch and I'm obsessed with it, and I'm not going to apologize. I'm not sorry. A little update on my friend Jordan. Dating apps. What the fuck is up with fucking dating apps? I've never partaken in it, but my friend showed me hers, and I don't know what the fuck single women are supposed to do out here these days, but it's absolutely devastado. Taylor Swift's engagement. I know it's old. It happened last week. But my podcast only comes out once a week, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, it just is what it is, but we're going to touch on that briefly. Tequila time. Soft bars opening. A mass exodus from SNL. A bunch of good TV shows are dropping. And then Chlovie time. Because one thing about me, I love a movie. Do I love the 2 movies I watched this week? Bro. I don't even know what to say. Now, I will like to say the one thing is I have my football blanket on my lap right now because fall is here. We are in September, baby. And September means the start of football season, which is why I have my football blanket out, because I'm a big, big fan of football. Just joking. And if you were starting to sweat thinking that this was going to be a football podcast, the joke worked. Gotcha. This will never be a football podcast. This will never be a sports podcast. This will never be a podcast where the bros might for a second go, oh, wait, she's talking about something I like. I'll never talk about cars. I'll never talk about mechanics. I'll never talk about football. I'll never talk about not washing your hair for like 10 weeks or only showering when you get really, really sticky, because I think guys do that. Like, I'm sorry. In what universe do you try to figure out if you need to shower for the day or not and like touch yourself and see if you're sticky? Every day is a shower day. I hate to break it to you. Every single day is a shower day. And I know for a fact a lot of men feel that they don't need to shower every day, because I used to take the morning early bird flight from Pittsburgh to Boston. And guess who's on that 5:30 a.m. flight? Me and a bunch of guys. And every single day that I used to fly from Pittsburgh to Boston early in the morning before my shift, my nose hairs were literally being scorched by the scent of freaking musty men. My whole flight to Boston used to be the most rancid, because it wasn't like, oh, it's a skunk or something. It wasn't where you were able to it was like a musty, dusty smell of like guys that have been sweating a lot throughout the weeks and days and just being like, I think I'm good with a shower. In fact, there were a few points in time I almost wanted to say, everyone, announcement, you need to shower every day. You need to shower every morning or every night. I don't really give a flying fuck which one you do. I mean, hey, if there's a cutesy little dainty girl out there who doesn't like to shower every day, I guess I'm not talking to you. But like in my heart and soul, if you can afford it, because I know water bills can be tight with people sometimes, if you can afford it, I would recommend showering every day. Now, why did I get on that topic? Oh, I was talking about things I will never speak about on this podcast. What else will guys maybe potentially like? I'll never talk about, what do guys like? I'll never talk about hockey. I'll never talk about baseball. I'll never talk about a 4x4. I'll never talk about a truck unless I'm really reading it to filth, because there's not a worse driver in the face of the earth than someone with a truck. It's like, you buy that truck, and what's that truck do? It makes you want to back into all your parking spots. Why is it that when there's a congested parking garage or there's a congested street, instead of a man just pulling in head first. They've got to swing their big dick truck around, stop traffic on both sides, and back into their spot. What is it? You can't crank that old neck back and look when you're trying to back out? You've got to stop traffic on both sides? My God, it's just infuriating. Now, this week, I went to brunch again. And I've basically come to realize that I'm never not going to brunch. I used to not brunch and let me be clear. When I say I'm brunching, please know that that is a 1 p.m. non-breakfast menu that I'm speaking about. I say I brunch all the time, and in reality, I do believe it's more of a late lunch, if not a dinner. I don't really like to get out of the house before noon, before 12:30 on a weekend, because I'm tired. I've been trucking around. I've been up and down the coast, and it takes me a while to get up in the morning. It takes me a while to kind of wake up. So when I say I brunch, one, I'm not into breakfast foods. If we are all going to breakfast, that's fine. It's not like I'm a full-blown hater. But what I will say is, and here come the disco light balls. Yes, I love the disco light balls. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the sun is now shining into the room I'm recording in, and the disco light balls are lighting up my wall. I still haven't hung up my pictures. Bear with me. And I'm not going to speak another word about it. I know there's my background. It's giving almost padded cell, but it's not. If everyone is in agreement that we're going to breakfast, that's totally fine. I'm never seeking out a waffle. I'm never seeking out a pancake. I'm never seeking out an egg. I'm never seeking out a sausage. That's just not really who I am. I would much prefer the lunch or dinner menu. I would prefer a chicken sandwich. I would prefer a wrap. I would prefer a half roasted chicken with a demi glaze. I would prefer a scalloped potato versus a home fry. I would prefer a French fry versus a hash brown. Like, in every aspect available, I prefer every single thing more to do with lunch and dinner. So every time I've ever said brunch, I really do hope you know I'm not ever speaking about breakfast. I'm speaking about an oyster shooter. I'm speaking about a jambalaya. I'm speaking about, what else do I like to get? A fish taco. I'm speaking about a white wine mussel appetizer with a fish taco and a jalapeno margarita. Now, every now and again, I do get a Bloody Mary because I love a Bloody Mary. And I am open to a brunch if they have an avocado toast with a over easy egg on top, red pepper chili flakes, and a Bloody Mary. A Bloody Mary so spicy it'll burn the skin off of my esophagus. If I'm drinking a Bloody Mary, it needs to be thick as hell, hot as hell. I got to chew it going down. It's got to cause damage in the esophagus. If it's not that, I don't want it. If I'm not risking an ulcer in my gut, I don't want that Bloody Mary. If I can't smell the horseradish hitting me in the back of the damn head, I don't want that Bloody Mary. Do you know what I mean? I don't want a Bloody Mary that's leaning more toward a tomato juice. I want a Bloody Mary that's leaning toward hell. And I said what I said. Okay. Now, a little update on Jordan. Oh, wait. I don't even know if I said what I wanted to say about brunch. I think that's what I wanted to say. Honestly, I wanted to draw a line in the sand that I'm a brunch bitch till the day that I die. I'm a brunch hoe. I'm a brunch whore. I'm a brunch bitch in terms of lunch. Okay. I wanted to just put it out there because there's certain things that's important that you know about people, and I just needed to make it abundantly clear. If it's a weekend, I'm going to almost always choose brunch. My sister says, "You want to go hiking with me?" Not really, to be honest with you. Is she probably going to live longer than me? Absolutely. Am I going to have had a better, what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to feel guilty? Oh, Chloe, you want to sit down all the time. That's what? Fabulous? What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to be ashamed of that? Oh, Chloe, you didn't want to go hiking the Rocky Mountains? Not really. I have weak ankles. I've got weak ankles and a bad center of space, bad balance. You know, I'm scared of bugs. What am I supposed to be apologized for that? I can't possibly. What we need to start doing, well, I just caught myself there. I was going to say we need to start switching on and off. The problem is my sister brunches with us all the time. So maybe I am. Now, I would like to say, my sister always wants to go to a cabin. And I'm always like, okay, sure. Maybe here and maybe there, maybe when. But I actually have committed to a cabin trip with her in November. She's bringing 2 of her friends, one of which I met and I think is so nice and lovely. And so I believe it's her and her sister. Now, in general, would I say going on a weekend trip with a person I've never met, is it my dream? No. But the thing is I met this girl, her sister, I like her. I know my sister, I like my sister. It couldn't possibly be that the third girl is going to be someone I don't like. I think honestly, it's probably going to be someone I love. Who knows? My sister said I should love her. And what can go wrong? 4 girls in a cabin, brunching. Oh, we're going to brunch. We're going to brunch. I know for sure we're going to brunch. And talking and drinking, I'm sure, kikiing. I don't know if they drink or maybe do like marijuana edibles or something. I'll be having a margarita. Whatever they want to do is fine with me, to be honest with you. I don't judge. You know what I mean? We all have our different ways of fun. Now, I'm not implying anything. I don't know these girls. I'm simply saying when I get there, however we want to party rock is going to be totally fine with me. Do you know what I mean? I'll be drinking. Because at my job, they do random drug tests. You know what I mean? It's like the life of a nurse. You know, got to be on the straight and narrow. Got to, have my wits about me. Now, my friend Jordan is still in the hospital. We're rolling up here on day like 27, 28, 29-ish. Because when I was with her, it was day 25. So we're hitting a month here. Now, the thing is I've been seeing her several times a week. And we were laughing because she was like, wow, I've never seen you so much in my life. I'm like, I know. Hey, your accident's been great for me. You're trapped in a room. I'm showing up. Hey, next 8 hours are with me, girlfriend. Yeah. Oh, you think you're going to escape me? You can't. But she's actually loving the time with me too. I'm kind of joking around. But it's been great bonding time. It's easy when we become adults to kind of just do that check-in. Hey girl, you good? We cool? We still Gucci? You busy? I'm busy? All right, we got to keep it moving. But this has been a really nice time to slow down, regroup, and rebond with each. Not that we were ever not bonded. So, am I talking like a fucking fortune cookie today? What the fuck is going on right now? Am I high on helium? Why? What is going on? Let me just try to regroup real quick. Okay. Chloe, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. What I'm trying to say is, sometimes me and Jordan, life is busy. We got a lot going on. Her and my other friend Katie, they live really close to each other. They got a bunch of kids running around. So they're always seeing each other. It's part of it's woven in the fabric of their life. But me, I live, closer to the city. I don't have any kids. It's not that I'm not invited places. I could come anywhere that they are. But the thing is, it's like they're going to soccer games on the weekend. I'm going to Kaya and having a jalapeno margarita. And so it's easy sometimes to just kind of do that check-in every once in a while, but not really check in. You know what I mean? And so for Jordan to be laid up, which is horrible, I'm not saying that I'm happy it happened. But the silver lining of it is I'm getting to spend way more time with her than I normally spend. And then Katie, as soon as the kids are done with school, she's popping down too. In her like Suburban. I think she has a Suburban. The big boy cars, the big daddy cars. That big car, because she's got kids, you know what I mean? And so she's driving all the way. She's burning Suburban gas to get downtown. which is, I mean, what could you ask for more in a friend? Is that a Suburban? The big ones? The Mac Daddies? Or is it a Yukon? It's one of those cars, you know? But we're all kikiing, we're laughing, we're cracking up. We're planning a girls trip for 2026. We are always talking about a girls trip, but never really pulling the trigger on it. But we just decided, we already made a list of locations, and then we're going to nail down where we want to go. And we're going on a girls trip. Now, let's talk Taylor Swift's engagement. I really do wish I would have maybe done an emergency episode on Thursday or Friday, but I didn't have my recording equipment with me. And so there was so much passion in my mind when it was happening. And of course, now that passion has worn off, because it almost seems like old news, even though it's not. But it's like, wow, I was in a patient's room. I'm going to tell you the story of how I found out. I was in a patient's room, and man, this woman was hard. Because I do IVs. Oh my God, I was looking, and I was just, I was beside myself. I was like, where the hell am I going to put an IV in? I was at a loss, but I never give up, and I always get the IV, by the way. So I'm like, I'm going to figure it out come hell or high water. So I was in that room for quite a while, and this woman's niece was in the room. And finally, I get this IV, times 1 attempts. That's a big deal in the IV world if you don't know. And all of a sudden, this niece goes like this. And I'm like, what? Because I chat with these people. So by the time I leave the room, to be honest, we're thick as thieves. We're good friends, So I'm like, what? What happened? She's like, oh my God, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are engaged. I was like, no way. No way was I in the room. You broke the news to me. I was like, I cannot believe a patient's niece, not me, I didn't see it. A patient's niece broke the news to me that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. Now, a few things I'll say. One, I personally love the ring. I've heard mixed reviews on it. Some people say it's like a little thickum, but I actually loved it. I love a romantic, old school, like kind of royal looking, kind of almost like a viney kind of vibe. And so I love that big thick ass ring on her finger. It looks really romantic to me. She looked gorgeous. It looked like a fairy tale, and I almost thought it had been photoshopped, but I realized it wasn't. It was just like an absolute explosion of flowers all over the place, which I thought was lovely. And then someone did match up and say that that was actually Travis Kelce's backyard. Now, I know I've been pretty critical of Travis Kelce in the past because it really bothered me last year when Travis Kelce was asked, like, oh, how do you feel about the president going to the Super Bowl? And he was like, it's an honor. And I was like, it's a fucking honor. It's an honor. It's an honor. Like, I couldn't get over it. Now, I'm trying to be a little less, I guess, high horsey. And I'm trying to be less like, well, I'm perfect and I would simply never do that. Like, I'm not giving an excuse, but I don't ever want to come off as, well, I don't shop at Target anymore, so I'm better than you. And I would have had the perfect thing to say to that, so I'm better than you. And I haven't stepped foot in. Like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to act like the moral gauge or like the moral compass and I'm doing it all right. You know what I mean? I don't want to come off as like a little know-it-all pretentious high horse bitch, basically. And I can't imagine, and I'm just going to be straight up. I can't imagine, because people are like, oh, Travis Kelce, like he's like MAGA or MAGA adjacent or something along those lines. I cannot imagine Taylor Swift, who has endorsed Donald Trump's opposition every single time, who literally came out. Remember, she came out supporting Kamala, endorsing Kamala, being like, it's just us. Trump said that, like, oh, the, single cat ladies aren't going to vote for me or something along those lines. And she was like, hey, just me, the single cat lady, endorsing Kamala. Trump has like railed on Taylor Swift several times. I can't imagine in this political climate with who she's endorsed, the fact that every town she goes to, she donates to like women's shelters, abuse shelters, like always giving her employees bonuses. I can't imagine she would date or marry a MAGA person. And I'm just being straight up. And I know people say, well, you don't know her. You're fucking right, I don't. I'm just saying that makes no sense to me in my brain. I'm a girl who doesn't fuck with Trump heavily. And I feel like I know other girls that don't fuck with Trump heavily don't marry Trumpers. And then go, well, he's MAGA adjacent. Yeah, I feel like I've mentioned this like 15 times. I work with like 10 girls that voted for Trump. Like legitimately, like almost every girl I work with voted for Trump. And I have 1,000 photos with them, and we eat lunch together, and we talk about our work days because I work with them. Like, I don't know what you, like, they have birthday parties. The one girl, she didn't vote for Trump, but there's a girl that had their kid's birthday party. So I went, obviously, and all the other girls that voted for Trump were there. We're all in photos together. Like, I don't know. Like, that's what I mean. And I think it's a good reflection point for me because this whole situation has made me think like, oh, well, would I take a photo? I'm in photos with Trump people. I'm not saying I'm friends with them. I don't fuck with them. My one friend and me are on the brink of my good friend that I told you, she's like my only MAGA friend that I have left. That I say like we just know each other so well, so it's hard for me to just, I guess, give up on our friendship. But like even we this last week, like I mean, I got into, it's not the right word, but like I said to her again, like, it's really hard for me to be your friend knowing where you stand on things. We really got into it. It became heated. And like, we're in a super weird place right now. So I'm just saying, I don't want to be this person that's like, I would never do that. And I got it all figured. I don't want to be a person that acts like I've got it all figured out because I don't have anything figured out. And so I'm just saying, I've literally Googled, is Travis Kelce Republican or MAGA or far right or whatever? It's like all these things come up that's like, he took a knee for Colin Kaepernick. Like all these things that I'm like, I just don't think he's MAGA. And if his friends are MAGA on the team, I don't know if he doesn't know how to navigate it or I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to try to pretend to know what it is, but I don't even know how I got on this tangent. I just don't think he's MAGA, and I don't think she's MAGA. Because it really bothers me. I love that the internet exists, and I love that you can make videos about whatever you want. And I love that everyone has like that freedom of choice, freedom of opinion, freedom of speech. It does bother me though when I see these videos that are like, hi, this is my video, and here are the top 5 reasons I believe Taylor Swift is now MAGA. And it's like, based on what? Your fucking personal opinion and your B-list investigation methods? And I feel like I've said this multiple times. I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not like a ride or die. I just enjoy her album. I enjoy the excitement around the kind of social zeitgeist of things. But it's like, is that what we're doing now? Are we like looking at 4 photos and speculating who someone is and then like blasting it all over? Now, if you are one, I can say all day long, up and down, fuck you, brother. Andrew Schulz, fuck you, brother. Do you know what I mean? Even though now he's backtracking so hard, he's probably going to lose control of those rear brakes. But it's like, I have no problem. I just hate the videos that are like, I think I found this out. And it's like something that I think is DMing. Now, if you want to be like, I looked at these 5 photos and I think Beyonce's favorite color's yellow. Great. I'm fine with that. I just don't like the videos that are like, here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. God dang. Wow, my mic almost fell. That was almost an on-set tragedy. Did you ever see that video of that woman who's talking to that other guy? And they're like talking about God or something. It's like a pastor podcast or something. And her wig falls off. And she's like, oh my God. And they're just cracking up. It's my favorite video. Oh, she's like, she holds her head. She's like, oh my God. And she's trying to reach for her wig that fell behind her. It's such a funny video because they have such a good sense of humor about it. They are cracking up and it cracked me up. It's one of my favorite videos ever. So Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. Congratulations to them. I am beyond happy for them. And I think it's fabulous. There's nothing else I can say. The photos were beautiful. People are saying maybe her wedding will be private, maybe it won't be. I really hope it's not. I mean, I hope the wedding is private, but I hope we get like, oh my God, my disco ball's right in my mouth. It looks like I'm eating a glitter bomb. I really hope we do get photos. I know that it's kind of, oh, let her live her life. Truly, yes, I do want to see the dress though. I really do. And I want to see what her hair does. You know what I mean? Now, let's get into some tequila time. Ratataratata. Ratataratata. He. Ratataratata. Ratataratata. Ha. 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 I added extra ha into that. I will have to say, normally when I'm doing my podcast, I'm normally clocking it and being like, I'm being hilarious. I haven't gotten that vibe yet today, and I do apologize. I feel like I'm kind of almost giving crackhead energy today. I feel like I'm talking, but words aren't actually coming out of my mouth. I feel like I'm talking in riddles and hyperbole. And it's just really interesting to me. It's almost like I'm on ketamine. I'm not on anything. This whole episode has made me seem like a big drug addict. I haven't done an interesting drug in my life. I've done weed before nursing school. That's about it, So I don't know why I'm acting weird. I think it's just because I want this podcast to be entertaining. And sometimes I think as I'm doing the podcast, you dumb bitch, you're not entertaining at all. In fact, you're not even funny. In fact, of course you don't get any more listeners every week. You're losing them because who would want to listen to this fucking shit? Sorry, that was my intrusive thoughts coming through, but it is how I feel sometimes. Okay, let's talk about some really major news. Carl Radke has announced the opening of Soft Bar coming this fall. And I know I've talked about this before, so you're going to go, well, what's the difference? You've been saying that Soft Bar is opening in the fall. No, honey. We got a video. We got photos. We got a soft launch. We've got the decor. We've got images of the drinks. We've got every single thing I give a rip about. Carl Radke posted an exclusive video giving a tour of the establishment. It is fucking lovely. It is the vibiest, chicest, think rich marbles, mossy greens, brasses. It is a big building in Greenpoint in Brooklyn. The opening date is September 17th. It looks like they had a soft launch party with a bunch of influencers. I would have come if I was invited. I know I'm not one of these influencers, I don't know what I am. I'm not like a, hey, come to our event and promote us. I don't know what I am. I guess I'm just an entertainer, but I would not have expected to have been invited. I'm simply saying if I was, I would have gone. The drinks looked really interesting, really fun, really unique, really curated. They did announce that not only is it going to be like the non-alcoholic drinks that are curated and crafted to look really cool and interesting, it's also going to be coffees, I believe, like caffeine in that way. And then also, is libations the right word? Or municipal? There's going to be some drinks with like mushroom stuff in it, I believe. I don't know what that's called technically. And then also, I think they said there's going to be a little bit of food there, like snacky stuff, I think. I should have looked that up before I made that comment, but I'm pretty sure that that's what was said. And I can't wait to go. September 17th. Now, he said it was the flagship location. To me, everyone that said that Carl Radke, that his idea was stupid, that soft bar was stupid, that it was a waste of money, I would like them to literally be laughing themselves into realizing how wrong they were. The establishment looks stunning. It's beautiful. I don't know who the interior decorator is. It's insane. It is one of the nicest, most aesthetic-y, most vibey places I've ever seen. I think the idea is fabulous. I've always thought it's fabulous. It's literally like saying, oh, a coffee shop, there's no liquor. It's literally like being like, who would possibly ever go to a drink shop with no alcohol in it? I'm sorry. Have you ever been to a fucking boba place? Have you ever been to a cafe? Have you ever been to a cafe de au lait? Have you ever been to a bring your own beer establishment? Not that you can bring it at Soft Bar, but I'm just saying, like, have you ever been to a library, for Christ's sakes? Have you ever been to a Walgreens? Have you ever been to a school? Have you ever, like, there's so many places that alcohol's not present. Like, you know what I mean? So congratulations to Carl Radke. I cannot wait to try it. The next time I'm in New York, I will be hitting up Soft Bar. Next story. SNL is having a major exodus. 4 cast members are gone. It's Heidi Gardner, Michael Longfellow, Devon Walker, and Emil Wachim. Now, a few things I want to say. One, so sorry for these people losing their jobs, but onward and upward, I'm sure something else will come in the wings for you. Secondly, what I would like to say. I don't really think it's that crazy that there's like a big cast exodus because no one talks about SNL. SNL doesn't have the pulse on anything. SNL isn't making headlines. There's no like breakout star. I know Bo and Yang is pretty damn like, out and about, but it's like, yeah, switch it up. You guys are getting left behind. We always think, oh, well, this show would never end. This show would never, people are saying is at the end of Housewives. Oh, well, Housewives will never be over. It's a staple. I'm sorry. E-News, we used to fucking choke on E-News every single day. And then it became irrelevant into oblivion and then canceled. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, every single girl you knew was watching it premiere night. Every night. The night it was coming out, we were talking about it the next day. Now it's like some obligatory bullshit in the Hulu universe or wherever it fucking is listed. No one even... No, I don't know a single person in my life that watches the Kardashians. Like these shows, if you don't keep up, you're fucking out. And I've never watched SNL in my life because, as you guys know, I'm not like a huge skit person. I don't know why. It's like I just am not. Now I would like to partake in the skits because I think I could be really funny, but there's like no one there. Like, I guess when I see clips where people are like, you have to watch this SNL skit. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. And then they show me and I'm waiting for this. I'm like, I don't understand what's funny about this at all. There's not, what you just showed me, I didn't even crack a smile. And that's like almost everything I ever watch about SNL. So for me, I'm like, great, do a shake up. Do a big, you guys, you've got about 3-4 more seasons before you totally fall into obscurity and get canceled off the air. So let's go, rev it up. Why don't you find, like, I don't know, is it that hard to find talent now? I mean, all these people are talented. It's just, there's like no Eddie Murphy. There's no Will Ferrell. Like there's no like really big draw of SNL, and they need to figure out what that is. Now, I will say, if this is anything like the big shakeup of Summer House, when there was the big Summer House cast exodus, and then the new cast had come and it was like Hannah, Paige, all them. That was actually a huge pivotal moment for Summer House, and so maybe this will be a pivotal moment for SNL. I don't know. Call me. People like my mannerisms. Call me. I'll come do your show. I'll do it. Honestly, I will. Honestly, I'll do it. I'll do it for almost nothing. I'll do it for very, very cheap. I'll do it. I'm just saying that right now. I'll do it. I will come do your show. Let me know. I swear to God, I will. What do I have to lose? I have nothing to lose. I have no foot in the door of entertainment. None. What do I have to lose? And who do I have to screw? Who do I need to, oh God, my boyfriend listens. You know I'm saying that as a joke. Like, what do I have to do to make it in this entertainment industry? Do I have to start painting all my walls beige and talking in a soft voice? Do I have to bake banana bread every morning? Do I have to have like 10 kids and name them like seasonings and spices? What do I have to do to make it in the entertainment industry? Do I have to buy every new Ulta and Sephora launch and swatch it on my face? What do I have to do? I don't know. Okay. Story number 3. Jacob Elordi is seen getting into a verbal altercation with a Venice Film Festival staff member, quoting, "Don't tell me what to do." Now, I picked this story because I have 2 thoughts on it. What happened was Jacob Elordi was taking photos with fans, and he was, posing, and the staff member was saying like, keep it moving. And he's like, I'm going to take a photo with this fan. And then he's like, don't tell me what to do. And he said it kind of like chest out a little bit. Now, I have two thoughts on this. The first one is don't ever be rude to staff. It's extremely distasteful. It's a big turnoff. If you're like a mega, or if you're just someone in a higher position and you're rude to staff. I mean, I've never looked at Doechii the same. When she was yelling at her workers during the Met Gala, and she was like, "Bitch, fucking cover my bitch." I was like, oh my God, I know it's stressful, but you really cannot be talking to your workers and like calling them a bitch and shit. Like, that's just fucked up. Like, I'm sorry. What the hell? You can't do that. This disco ball is like really skating all over my face. It's like kind of crazy to watch. So that's my one train of thought. Like, don't be rude to staff. Don't be rude to like employees. But, and this is a big but, Venice Film Festival workers have the reputation of being some of the most hostile, aggressive, boundary-crossing employees in entertainment. Every single year at the Venice Film Festival, there are videos of like Venice Film Festival staff members like physically moving the entertainment, or what are they called? The talent. There's videos of them like physically, like if it's the time that they're done taking, that they should be done taking photos, but they're still posing, they'll just like start putting like stuff up in front of them and being like, no, the posing's over now. And so the shot will be ruined. Like, it is a very, I don't know what the deal is with the Venice Film Festival and like the confrontation and the tension between the workers and the talent, but it exists. So in this particular circumstance, what I'm saying is there may be lore or there may be a prior exchange that we don't know about, or the entire day's exchange could have been like very contentious. And so he might have just been at his breaking point, like, hey, don't fucking touch me. And like, don't tell me what to do. And like, don't shoo me away. And like, don't be like out of line. That could be it. I'm leaving space for that. So I have no opinion on this other than I think it's nice that Jacob Elordi wanted to pose with his fans. It's not like he cussed the guy out. He literally just said, don't tell me what to do. Like, I'm going to take a photo with these fans. Don't tell me what to do. I don't think this should be blown out of proportion. It's not like we're cussing anyone out. It's not like you're like drop a napkin off the table and you're like, server, pick it up. And by the way, if anyone would have ever done that to me, I would have been like, okay. And I would have bent down to get it. And I would have snapped up like Legally Blonde and broke and hit their nose on accident. And been like, oh, sorry, snap. That's what I would have done. Now, Chlovie time. I am feeling, I'm a self-proclaimed cinephile. I'm a self-proclaimed movie lover. I know that that's really one of the most annoying things you can call yourself. It's almost like telling someone you're a vegan. It's like, okay, I don't care. You know what I mean? But I am. I love movies. I'm a cinephile. What can I say? I watched 2 of the most talked about movies of the summer. I watched 2 movies that have just been heavily promoted. And both times I thought, wow, I'm so happy to be watching these movies that have just been part of the cultural zeitgeist. In both times, I was left shocked. I was left speechless. I was left confused. I was left uncomfortable. Now, for different reasons, I will say, the first is Eddington, starring Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal. Of course I watched Eddington because I was supporting Pedro Pascal, because I'll support him in everything. Because he's such a nice, kind, friendly man who sticks up for trans individuals and speaks out against the administration and is supportive of of spreading the word about the genocide in Palestine. So I'm like, let me support Pedro. I feel so confused why no one warned me about Eddington. It's the movie where it's like a seemingly Texas sheriff, or I don't want to say Texas sheriff, it might be New Mexico. A sheriff is running against the current sitting mayor. So Joaquin Phoenix, the sheriff, is running against the current sitting mayor of the town, Pedro Pascal. And that's what you think the movie's about. Okay? 2 men against each other, running for mayor. 1, it's during COVID times. It's supposed to be set in like March or April of 2020 or May, like right when that is like heavily COVID times. It's not triggering. It makes your skin crawl because it takes you right back to the fighting about the mask. You have to wear a mask. You don't have to wear a mask. I can't breathe with my mask on. Wanting to go into grocery stores. Well, I'm not going to put a mask on. I have asthma. I can't breathe. It takes you back to such a fucking treacherous time in our history where you just see these grown men. Joaquin Phoenix is the one that's like, I'm not wearing a mask. The sheriff, And you're just like, oh my God, these men, it's like you wish they had a vagina so you could fuck them. You know what I mean? Like just really just tell them to shut the fuck up. It's like these men. And by the way, the guy in this movie, Joaquin Phoenix, is the same guy that would be like an ICE individual now, like covering their whole face up as they kidnap Latinos and Hispanics. Like, honestly. So that part's jarring. And then it's like all of a sudden the movie is like about social media. It's about Black Lives Matter, which of course we love and support because Black Lives Matter. But like the George Floyd stuff is in there, and then Antifa's in there, and then it's a semi-automatic assault rifles, and then it's like bombs, and then it's like, what is it? The like secret bombs that are in the ground that if you walk you get blown up. Then it's sniper fire. Then it's then there's quadriplegia. Then there's a cult. Then there's a cult. It was one of the most confusing, shocking, layered, truly peculiar. It really could be the most confusing, peculiar thing I've ever watched in my life. I'm speechless by it. Speechless. So if you want to watch a movie where our mouth was open. So if you want to watch a movie where your mouth is open and your eyes are really wide like this, and you're just looking at the person you're watching it with like every like 4 or 5 minutes, and you're just like, I would watch it. It's so bizarre. It is a bizarre movie, and I feel like I'm not getting a lot of it. Like, I feel like I need someone to explain. I just don't get it. I literally don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I get it, and here's the thing. I actually do get it. Like, I get what they were trying to do, but I also don't get it at all. Do you ever have that? You totally understand it in totality, but you don't know what the fuck just happened. That's what that movie was. And then it was followed up the next week by Jurassic World Rebirth, which who the motherfuck in a duck approved that movie to be made? That movie was the worst acting, the worst writing, the worst plot, the worst screenplay I have ever seen in my life. When I tell you that Jurassic World Rebirth, starring Scarlett Johansson, it will go down for me as my number one worst movie I've ever seen in my life. It was horrible. I cannot stand a movie that I could have written. That is the baseline right there. If I could have written it, I don't fucking want it. Because it's like moronic. There's a reason I don't write movies. It's because I've got a clunky voice. I got a clunky thoughts. And my thoughts are honestly pretty, like when I write, like they're pretty elementary. You know, it's like if something happened, here's an example. A guy tried to kill a girl in the movie, and they finally reunite. And she's like this, "Where is the bastard? You tried to kill me." And he's like, "Who, me? Tried to kill you? You're crazy. I think she's bumped her head. She's delirious. I'm not delirious. I'm gonna get you." Like, that's what it was crazy. It was craziness. It was, I can't describe to you this movie. Even ScarJo. Are you embarrassed? I'm really not trying to be rude when I say that. You've been in some of the most excellent movies. You are a star. You are the highest paid actress. You're the highest paid actor of all time. In this movie, it was like, even your acting was like she'd do something and be like, yeah, yeah. It was like crazy. It's a stain on the franchise. Honestly, Jurassic World Rebirth is a stain on the franchise. I don't want to see another Jurassic World. It's already gone downhill by, having that, psycho Chris, McFuckface a lot. I hate, what's his name? Chris, what's his name? The one that's psychotic. The one that's attaches everything to religion. Anna Faris's ex. There's Chris Pine, not him. Chris Evans, not him. Not Chris Rock. Not Christopher Lewinsky. I don't know who that other Chris is, but he's a bitch. So I already didn't like it when they kept hiring that freak. But at least the movies were semi-good. Oh, this one was in the shitter. And if anything, the name is Jurassic World Rebirth. I hope that's not implying that they're planning on making more. First of all, I'm just going to spoil a little bit of it. So if you don't want to hear it, move along. But the plot was a pharmaceutical company hires these mercenaries because they need DNA from 3 big dinosaurs to make a medication that cures heart disease. It's first of all, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. If that's the plot of $100 million movies, shit, I'll produce something. I can make a plot that fucking dumb and basic. Okay, here's my plot. I'm a girl and I want to make a necklace design so my necklace doesn't turn around. And I hire mercenaries to help me. That's basically what happened. So, what was I saying about the See, I should never make examples because then I lose my train of thought. Oh, so they go to this island where apparently this island is an island where they were doing genetic experiments on the dinosaurs. So some of the dinosaurs were mutant dinosaurs. And there's this big old dinosaur that basically is a titty head. It's his eyes are here and then he's got this big fucking breast implant right in the middle of his forehead. It looks like he's got a damn titty cranium. And it's just is this what we've come to? Just large-breasted forehead dinosaurs and bad acting. I don't want to see a Jurassic. Look at me. And I'm going to say this clearly. I don't want to see another Jurassic Park unless Jeff Goldblum's in it. And I'm not taking any negotiation. That's it. I've drawn a line in the sand. I'm not doing it anymore. Okay? Now, no politicking this week because I don't have the motherfucking bandwidth. That's why. And to be honest with you, I just feel like I've talked to enough people by now to realize I think it is an echo chamber now, in the sense that I don't think anyone that still supports Trump is going to flip. It's as bad as it can get, baby. I mean, I shouldn't say that because it actually always gets worse. And I am recording this on a Monday. There are all these rumors and speculations that Trump is no longer with us. And people are so gagged about it. And I need to be so explicitly clear. Every single time I wanted a new manager, because I thought my manager was the worst manager, I got a new manager and they were even more evil than the last. So, do I want Trump to be president? Absolutely not. Are the rumors about whether or not he's still with us kind of annoying? Yeah, they are. Because I just don't really care because they're trying to deport 170 Guatemalan kids to Guatemala and they have no family there. They took them from foster homes and put them on a plane and a judge had to emergently stop them and put a restraining order out against them to stop it from happening. And now they're trying to make sure like 170 Guatemalan foster kids do not like have nowhere to go. So I just like don't have the bandwidth to like care whether or not Trump is like still with us or not, because it's like, oh, well then it's just going to be JD Vance. And I'm almost more scared of him because he's got his youth. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to kiki. I don't want to be like, oh, am I going to be happy? Obviously, when, natural causes of, health and mortality and morbidity, do their work, of course. But the like 4-day long, like kiki, joking online, social media speculation, like I just don't care. I'm going to care when I see it on CNN. Until then, like, it's not like a plot line for me in my videos. Like, I just don't care. You know what I mean? So I have nothing to say about it this week. I will say Gavin Newsom, I don't know. He really is like taking a little bit of the stress off me, because I'm like, man, there is a psycho who's going toe to toe with Trump. I mean, Gavin Newsom seems fucking unhinged in a totally fine way. Like, he seems like God was like, villain, good guy, villain, good guy, villain, good guy. Okay, fine, he'll be a good guy. But he's like got almost every characteristic of a villain. And I think probably in some universes he is a villain, and in some planes of his current life he is a villain. But in terms of fighting against Trump, he's the hero. And it is taking a lot of stress off me. Like, I'm like, this guy is fucking loco. And he is going balls to the motherfucking wall. I mean, he has come out as the leader of the opposition. So for me, honestly, it's kind of been a little like stress off my back. Okay, I'm happy with it. Now, this week's Chic C'est La Vie. Ça va, chic c'est la vie. Ça va, goes to not uno, not dos, yes, dos, 2 separate TV shows that are coming back. It has been announced that The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is airing November 13th, so we will have that back on our screens. Now, I like having something to look forward to. At the same time, I do wish some of these reality shows it's like it's like the fourth wall doesn't exist anymore. And so a little bit of it does bother me, where it's like so heavily involved in like TikTok and bloggers and like, I don't know. It's just a little annoying that they're so in on it. Like it's a little self-producey, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. That's going to come back November 13th. And then Real Housewives of Potomac is back in October 5th. Real Housewives of Potomac is back October 5th. The women of Potomac keep me moving, they keep me grooving, they keep me happy. The Real Housewives of Potomac are so beautiful. I love Wendy because she's so beautiful, and I love Ashley's last look in her red oxblood mink last year. I hope it was a fake mink, because I think that would be so sad if it was a real animal, but I still liked her outfit because it reminded me of the 90s. Real Housewives of Potomac has some new cast members, and Monique is coming back. Real Housewives of Potomac is back in October. I can't wait. And that's what I'm really excited about, honestly. So my Chic C'est La Vie, ça va, Chic C'est La Vie, ça va, Chic C'est La Vie, ça va, is 2 TV shows that are coming back this fall that are going to give us something to focus on outside of the fuckery. Remember, we've got to focus on a little less of the fuckery to keep our minds right. Now, I will say this was your first episode of September, the birth month of me and Mark Maron. Yes, me and Mark Maron, born September 27th. It will be our shared birthdays this year. And until next week, like, save, subscribe, share, pass on the word. What can I say? I'm your girl. Pass the word on. I'm your girl. I'm your girl. I'm your girl. And until next week, bye.